Thank you so much. Let's start our lesson today, inshallah. We will have to, have you received your result, Rahma?
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right. Thank you so much. So today, inshallah, we will have to, first of all, let me, as I said, thanks to all of you for your effort in the test, and keep it up for the coming final exam, inshallah. Hopefully you will did much better, inshallah. Thank you so much. Now, today, inshallah, let's continue with the passage, the time machine. All right, the extract taken from time machine. Just a brief summary, or let's say a brief reminder. Remind me about last session. What did we see exactly? What did we learn? What was the basic ideas, please?
We read the extract passage and we discussed that it involved the character's description of the place where he time traveled to.
Very good. All right. So the main character, as you know, is the time traveler. Yes or no?
Yes.
Very good. According to the passage, yeah. According to the passage, who did he meet when he traveled in the future? Whom did he meet?
The Eloi.
The species or the
Anas?
woman?
Anas Malahia?
The Eloi.
The Eloi.
Eloi.
The Eloi, yes. And whom?
And the Morlocks.
Morlocks.
The Morlocks, very good. Ammar Mamari. And also he met someone else.
Weena.
Weena, very good, Abdul Ghailani. He met Weena. So, how can you describe so far? How can you describe the Eloi and Morlocks? How can you
They're like.
Sorry, Muhammad Jaburi. Nada Khalid. Nada Khalid. How can you describe the Morlocks and the Eloi, Nada? Nada al-Mahari. All right, maybe she has a problem. Let's go to Maliha. Yes, Nada. Nada Khalid?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Sorry, yeah.
Yes.
How can you describe the Morlocks and the Eloi in the passage? Try to give a brief description for both of them. We described them last time. Yes or no?
What?
I said, how can you describe the...
I can't hear you, mister.
Sorry?
Yes, small,
Eh?
childlike.
Child-
Small, childlike.
Who?
The Eloi.
Very good. What about the Morlocks? Yes? What about the Morlocks?
They ape-like and primitive.
Ape-like and they look very dangerous also. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, now let's go ahead. Same page 118. You will have to open your class books, I mean your literature pathways, on page 118, and we will have to answer the given background information, I mean the comprehension questions, all right? We will have to write on the board. Don't write anything on the book.
Okay.
You will just write in on your notebooks. So we will have, we will quickly read the text again, the passage again, then we will have to respond to the given questions, okay? And I will have to start with Ahmed Jamil Hamadani. Open your books, pathways on page 118, and let's start reading. Yalla Hamadani.
Just give me a second so I can open the book.
All right. All of you, please, the others, open your pathways on page 118 and follow down. Yalla.
What should I read, mister?
Read the extract on page 118.
Okay.
Yalla.
In this passage from chapter 10, The time traveler has come to understand what is really happening on the earth of 802,701 AD, and the true relationship, and the true relationship between the Eloi and the Morlocks. He gives his theory as to what has happened and why.
Very good.
About 8 or 9 in the morning, I came to the same seat of yellow metal from which I had viewed the world upon the evening of my arrival. I thought of my hasty conclusions upon that evening and could not refrain from laughing bitterly at my confidence. Here was the same beautiful scene, the same abundant foliage, the same splendid palaces and magnificent ruins, the same silver river running between its fertile banks. The gay robes of the beautiful people moved hither and thither among the trees. Some were bathing in exactly the place where I had saved Weena, and that suddenly gave me a keen stab of pain. And like blots upon the landscape rose the cupolas upon the ways to the underworld. I understood now what all the beauty of the overworld people covered. Very pleasant was their day, as pleasant as the day of the cattle in the field. Like the cattle, they knew of no enemies and provided against no need, and their end was the same.
Thank you, Al-Hamadani. Thank you so much. Let's go ahead for Rahma Al-Harfi. Can you read Rahma?
Mister, I didn't find my book.
Okay. Try to find it, please. Let me go ahead for someone else. Ammar Al-Mamari. Yalla, Ammar.
Okay, Mr. I grieve to think how brave the dream of the human intellect had been. It had commit suicide. It had set itself steadfastly toward comfort and ease, a balanced society with security and permanency as its watchword. It had it hopes it comes to this at last. One's life and property must have reached almost absolute safety. The
rich
had been assured of his wealth and comfort. The toiler assured of his life and work. No doubt in that perfect world there had been no unemployed problem, no circular questions left unsolved, and a great quiet had followed.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Mamari. Next one with Rayyan Nawaf. Rayyan Nawaf. Okay. Imran Al-Harfi, go ahead, Imran.
It is a law of nature we overlook that in intellectual versatility is a compensation of charge, danger, and trouble.
Change, yeah?
An animal perfectly in harmony with its environment is a perfect mechanism.
Yeah.
Nature never appeals to intelligence until habit and instinct are
useless.
There's no intelligence where there is no change and no need of change. Only those animals partake of intelligence that have no meet a huge variety of needs and dangers.
Of needs and dangers, all right. And last paragraph? Yes, please. Juburi, last paragraph.
So, as I see it, the upper world man had drifted towards his feeble pettiness. and the underworld to mere mechanical industry. But that perfect state had lacked one thing even for mechanical perfection: absolute permanency. Apparently, as time went on, the feeding of the underworld, however it was affected, had become disjointed. Mother Necessity, who had been starved off for a few thousand years, came back again, and she began below. The underworld, being in contact with machinery, which, however perfect, still needs some little thought outside habit, had probably retained pre-force rather more initiative, if less of every other human character than the upper. And when the meat failed them, they turned to what old habit and hitherto forbidden. So I say I saw it in my sight in my last view of the world of 800 and 2701. It may be as wrong an explanation as mortal wit could invent. It is how the thing shaped itself to me, and as that I give it to you.
It is how the thing shaped itself to me, and as that I give it to you. So briefly, yes. What can we say about the main idea of this passage in general? Let's try to give a general idea or the main idea for this passage. Yeah. Nada Khalid Al-Mahri, how can you, or what can we say about this passage, the main idea? What did you understand from this passage? Yes? What was he doing here in this passage, the time traveler? Yes. Yes? Nada Khalid Al-Mahri? Okay, maybe she has a problem. Okay, let's go ahead for Maliha. Yes, Maliha. Maliha? Maliha? Yes, please. Anas Mullahi. Anas Mullahi. Anas Mullahi. Yes, how can you describe this passage?
Yes, sir.
Oh, sorry, the main idea of this passage.
It's a fiction.
A fiction, yeah, I know that's but what is the main idea? What is doing here? What is he doing in this passage, the time traveler? Where he traveled to this place, what did he do?
He's talking about his adventure in that world.
He what?
He's talking about the adventure.
Very good. It means the first time he traveled there, he just what? Described what he saw. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, mister.
He described what he saw only. So he made a description of what he saw in that place which he traveled into the future. Yes or no? Are you with me?
Yes, mister.
Yes.
All right. I don't know, but I think you have connection, bad connection or what? All right. So please, okay. Try to follow me as possible as you can. As possible as you can, try to follow me. So let's go ahead. You will have to write the date on your notebook, and we will try to answer the given question on next page. Okay? Briefly. Yalla.
Okay. Mr.
Yes, please.
The topic, the time machine. Analyzing the
Yeah. So please, is it clear the board to all of you? Is it clear or not? Clear? Yes? Okay. So as I said, have a look at the next page, page 119. Page 119. First, read the question, please. Question number 2. Question number 2 on page 119.
Okay. How did the author communicate the main idea? But pick one or more and example.
Okay.
With MG,
Listen to me.
dialogue, by
Thank you.
okay.
How did the author or the writer communicate the main idea? It means, in other words, how did you come to understand the main idea? The main idea. What did the writer do to let you understand the main idea? Is it with image? Did he provide images in this passage? Or is there any dialogue between characters? Or by explaining them directly? It means by explaining the ideas, the details directly. Which one do you think? How did he manage to convey the main idea?
My answer is C.
Your answer is C, the last one. So by explaining them directly, yes or no?
Yes.
It means face to face, directly you
Yes.
understood what the writer wants to say. Very good, and that's it. So we just write, go ahead, response section.
Okay.
Response section. In your notebook, please, write the date, literature course book 118, and respond section, as you can see. Respond section. Question number 2. The author communicates the main ideas. The author. Forget about question 1. It needs prediction and so on and so forth. Doesn't matter. The author communicates. The author communicates the main idea. The author communicates the main ideas. The main ideas. Why?
Mr.
Yes.
Sam,
Yes.
you wrote a mistake for author for about A from starting the author communications.
Yes. What's the mistake? That's it. Author. AU. This is A.
All right. Hold on.
Follow carefully, Arfan. That's A. All right.
Yeah, I see it. I see the
yeah.
something mistake.
Yeah. The author communicates the main ideas by explaining them directly. By explaining them directly. By explaining them directly. Directly. Okay? Rahma Al-Hathi, do you see the board?
Yes.
Okay, what about Nada Khalid? Maliha? Is the
Yes,
board
Mr.
clear? Clear, Nada?
Yes. Yeah.
Maliha? There's Abdullah Sajjani, Ammar Mamari. Abdullah Sajjani.
Yes, Mr.
Is it clear?
Yes, Mr. It's clear.
All right, next one. Yeah, go ahead, please take notes. Question number 3. Let's say Shihab al-Bulushi. Shihab. Fars al-Zir'i. Fars.
Yes, Mr. Clear.
Have you, okay, have you finished with have you finished writing?
Yes, mister.
Okay,
The first one. Now the third.
I think some of your friends have problems in their connection, that's why.
Maybe, mister.
Sahir al-Bulushi, Sahir.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you fine. Sahir,
No.
Sahir. Anas al-Mullahi. Anas.
Yes, mister.
Go
Yes.
ahead, please. Question number 3. Read question 3.
Who are the important people in this passage?
Who are the important people or the characters in this passage? Who are they?
Yeah.
Can you answer?
The Elois,
Yeah,
Morlocks.
the Eloi, right?
Yeah.
Who else?
Morlocks
The Morlocks and also
and the time traveler.
the time traveler. Very good. So the most important characters. The characters. The characters in this passage, are the Eloi, the Morlocks, and the time, our friend, the time traveler, and the time traveler, and the time traveler.
Mister, it's not clear. Can you move back?
Yeah, I will move. Just wait. Fine. Is it clear now? Yeah, and the time traveler. Yes. And the time traveler. Simply. Shall we continue?
Mister.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, please.
What about the narrator?
Yes.
The narrator is the time.
The narrator is the time traveler. Here.
Okay.
I thought when he says about 8 or 9 in the morning, I came to the same seat. The narrator here is the time traveler. Is it clear?
Yes.
Since we have the use of the first pronoun I, narrator, the narrator I. Fine. Sahir al-Bulushi.
Yes, mister.
Go ahead. Can you read question number 4? Yes.
Which of the words from the where? Okay. First bank, do you think best describe how the time traveler feels in the passage? Explain.
How can we describe the feelings of the time traveler? How can we describe the feelings of the time traveler in this passage? You are given some words in the bank. You will have to choose some of them. 1, 2, 3, depends. Abdurrahman Khatri.
Yes, Mr.
You are very late.
Yes, Mr.
I said you are very late. Don't be late next time, please. This is the last time. You did it before.
Okay, Mr. Sorry.
Be careful. Yalla. Yes, please, dear. How can we describe the time traveler?
Sir, can I answer?
Yes, Anas?
Can I answer?
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Mr. First, when he arrived that
He looks-
world, he was interested.
He was
Then
what?
when he was interested.
Okay, we can say that he was interested. Yes or no? About the place. Yes or no?
Yeah.
He was interested about the place. Yes, Ammar?
He was shocked.
Very good. He was also shocked of what he saw, of what he discovered there. Imagine thousands of years in the future, definitely he will find another life, another world. Very good. So we can say that the time traveler looks or feels shocked, interested. He feels shocked, interested, and also what? Yes.
Confused.
I'm confused.
Confused? No. But we feel that, don't you think that he looks a little bit sad in this passage? Yes or no?
Yes. Maybe
Yeah,
little.
sad about whom? He is sad about whom?
About
The Eloise.
Very good, excellent.
the dead
About the
Eloise.
Eloise. Since we said that the Eloise are just a source of food for the Morlocks. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why he looks very sad. This is not a life for them. If this is their destiny, why should they live? If this is their destiny, they just represent a source of food for the Morlocks. It means they are helpless. They are helpless. What's the use of their life if they are just a source of food for the Morlocks? Very good. So the time traveler feels shocked, interested, and also sad, about the Eloise, between brackets, about the Eloise. The Eloise. Very good. Take notes, please.
Prime Minister. Mr. Little up.
Just wait. Wait for me. Is it clear, please?
Yes.
Do you see number 4 here? Is it clear, please?
Yes, it's clear.
Okay, what about the others? Is the board clear for you?
Yes.
Mr.
Imran, Ahmed Jamil,
Yes, Mr.
Maliha, Rahma.
It's clear.
Okay, go ahead. Yalla. Go ahead.
Mr.
Yes.
After they are done, can you switch the camera to other side? I didn't finish number 3.
Sorry?
After they are finished, can you move the camera?
Where to move the camera? Take notes, sir.
Number 3. No, number 3. I am not done yet.
You will find the lesson later on the platform. I can't go back. I have to finish the lesson now. Later on the
Okay.
platform, you will find the lesson. Yalla. You will find the lessons on the platform. You can check later. So, understand section now. understand section. We understand section. Finish this detail, then we'll move to the next comprehension part, understand section. Rayyan Belushi. Rayyan Belushi. Shihab Belushi. Shihab. Shihab Belushi. Please try to fix this problem. Try to fix your connection, your internet. Otherwise, you will face problems later on in the final exam. Try to fix any problem with your connection, please. Have you finished, please?
Yes, Mr.
Yes.
All right. The others, have you finished, please?
Yes.
Yes. So let's go ahead to the understand section. Next one. Ammar Mamali, go ahead, read the question. Understand section.
Read the question and choose the correct answer.
Yeah.
To what does the time traveler compare the overworld people?
In the text, to what does the time traveler compare the overworld people? To what? People
Cattle.
from the time, ruins, cattle, or the underworld people? Sorry, yeah, the underworld
Cattle.
people. Which one?
Cattle.
Cattle, very good. He compares them to cattle. So, number 1, 2, cattle. Number 1, 2, cattle. Yes.